See, wherever I go, stay ready, stay alert, always prepared for whatever. I see me. There's a seat right here. I can see from all angles. I'm ready. It's time to get down to business. Game time.
Hi, honey. I know you just made it to the library, but love of my life, my hero, my lion, you forgot your A game. So come home, take it, and then you can go and conquer the world, black man. Oh, and one more thing. Would it kill you to just wear some socks? I'm just saying. Love you. And can you bring home some milk?
Oh, man. She's killing me. Okay, I'll go back. I'm gonna get my A game. I'm not putting them socks on. I'm good. I'm fly. I'm fresh. I'm gonna stop at 7-Eleven and get some milk. What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love. Salute to all y'all that's in the building. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. If you are out there, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. After you hit the like button, make sure you share the show. Make sure you share this show. Share it on your community tab, your Discord servers, anywhere that you share videos. Make sure you share this show, man. Shout out to everybody that's out there. Salute to all of the visionaries. Salute to all of the visionaries. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all of the visionaries that's in the building. Salute to the A Game family. Salute to the A Game Nation. And we're going to get started in a minute. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Sutton, on the check-in. Salute. Shout out to Queen of C. She says, good afternoon, Sheep, and everyone else in the chat. Good afternoon. appreciate you for checking in. Much love to you, Queen of C. If you haven't yet, make sure you get your copy of the first issue of the Black Manosphere magazine. It is in the pinned comment section. So make sure you go just right up in the chat where it says pinned and click that link to get your copy if you haven't yet. If you would like to purchase a physical copy, they will be available soon. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, because I will be letting y'all know when the physical copies will be available. So shout out to everyone who has purchased the magazine. If you have purchased the magazine, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. We do. We really appreciate y'all, because y'all helped us become Amazon #1 bestseller. So we appreciate all of y'all support. Everyone who went and purchased the magazine is definitely still a shocker to me that our first issue went #1. As you can see here, we have opening success. It's awesome, man. So we have to salute everyone who went and supported the magazine. We were #1 bestseller in all of these categories, as you can see on your screen. Also, if you have purchased the magazine, please do me a favor. Please do me a favor. Go and just write a quick 2 to 3 sentence review. And that is to help us, that is to help our analytics as far as our success. So please go over there and leave a review. It is very much appreciated. Give us your honest opinion on the magazine, and what you're looking forward for in the next issues, because they will be coming. So y'all stay tuned, because that is just the first issue. That is just the first issue. So stay tuned for that. So salute to everybody once again. Shout out to y'all for coming on through. Make sure y'all like and share the stream. Make sure y'all like and share the stream. We appreciate all the love and the support here. Let me check the poll results. And the poll results says, I asked the question. We only have 12 votes. So we're going to check back and see who else vote. So if you were here, if you're in the chat, if you're listening, make sure you go and vote. Go and vote and let me know what y'all think, because it ties into today's show. It ties into today's show. Ties into today's show. I appreciate that, Queen of C. I appreciate it. So we got, at 14 votes, we have 64% says that I am a part of the Black Manosphere. 14% says no. 21% says they don't care. Interesting. 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 But today's show, why is DS1 in this space? Why is DS1 in this space? I know that's something that y'all probably been worried, thinking about for a while. Like, where does dude even come from? Like, why is this dude over here? Where did he come from? Why is he still here? You know, why does he think his voice matters? You know, all of these questions. All of these questions. And I know y'all probably like, yeah, I was wondering why. So today we're going to discuss exactly why I'm in this space. Why I came to this space initially, and why am I here? Why am I still here? And why I'm not going nowhere until I'm ready. See, because I think that this needs to be addressed because there's a lot of squatters here. And when I say squatters, I mean they're just here freelancing with no actual purpose. And as y'all know, that is something that I've spoken on since I've been in this space. See, because all of this squatting that's going on is the reason why, the exact reason why the space is polluted with garbage. The space is polluted with toxicity. It's a bunch of counterproductivity going on. And see, this stuff started by guys who came in the space with no actual purpose. And this is why I've always spoken on this since I've been in this space. You know, a lot of people think, you know, I came to the space just to, you know, shake things up in the no. No. See, this is why when I came to the space, my platform represented a certain thing. I stood on certain things that I didn't even know this space represented until I got here. And so I thought that that's what it represented before I got here. Black male agency is something I stood on when I came to YouTube. Brotherhood and black men being unified and having camaraderie is something I promoted long before I got here. This is why if you go far back enough into my videos, you will find that I did a brotherhood series. This was back in like 2015, 2016, when my channel first started. Before I actually got on my own and started Sheep Stay Sleep TV, I came to YouTube as DS1 Alliance. I came to YouTube as DS1 Alliance because I came here with two other guys. You see? So I came here with other brothers, to teach other brothers what brotherhood is about, what agency is about. This is why we were called DS1 Alliance. This is why when I introduce myself as DS1 Ross. See, y'all just call me DS1 for short. But I'm DS1 Ross. So that means that there's other guys with DS1 attached to their names. This is why we came as DS1 Alliance. You see? Shout out to Young Manhood in the building. A-Game Nation. You see? So me promoting black male agency is not a new concept. That is what I've promoted from the time I've been here. It's just that my brothers, YouTube wasn't their thing, and they found that out. They figured that out quite quickly, that being content creators is something that they just weren't cut out to do. But those are still my brothers, and they're still DS1. Now, what does DS1 actually stand for? Because DS1 is an acronym. DS1 means determined successful ones. That's what DS1 stands for. That is what DS1 is about. You see? So from day one, DS1 Ross platform represented black male agency, which is one of the main reasons why I'm in this space. Because my entire platform and brand is to represent black male agency. That is why when I came to this space, my moniker was what? We are our own agency. We have to heal before we build. You see? And I want to make this clear today, because we understand that the revisionist historians here seems to like to act as if certain things are not clear. So I want to make it clear. That's why. That's one of the main reasons why I'm in this space. Because my entire platform and brand, we are our own agency, is why I'm in this space. To help provide black men with agency. That is the reason for me making content. Now, in what ways are we helping provide Black men with agency? Through our teachings, through our products, and through our services that will be available here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. You see? This is why I took on the sponsorship. Shout out to my brother Father's Time with A-Game. It's not a money grab. It is because it represents what? The restoration of Black men's health, which speaks to what? Black male agency. You see? It wasn't just to have a sponsor sponsoring my platform and, me just collecting a check. No. Because I'm only going to stand behind or represent something that's going to represent me. See, I want to make that clear. I'm not going to represent anything or allow anyone to represent something that doesn't represent me in a good light. It doesn't matter about the money, because I could have went the money route a long time ago. And I actually don't need to get on YouTube to make money. I'm not too far away from what I used to do. So if I just need to do that, that's nothing. This is deeper than just a check. So when you hear me promoting A-Game, it is because A-Game is what? For Black men's health, which does what? Provide agency for Black men. It helps with our vitality. That means what? Longer living. That's agency. Because agency is broken up into 3 parts. Remember, I broke this down in the last couple of streams. Agency is broken down into social, political, and economic. So if my brand is based around Black male agency, I'm not going to allow a company to sponsor my platform that doesn't represent Black male agency. I'm not going to allow any brands to be on my platform that doesn't represent our agency. And when I say that, I mean sponsoring this platform. Because I understand the importance of agency. Because I understand that if we don't understand that we are our own agency, we're going to continue to die out here, Black men. We're going to continue to die. And that is the main reason why I'm in this space. That is the main reason for my message in this space. Because I am here to help provide my brothers with agency. And my brothers are supposed to be here for the same reason. Because we are our own agency. That's the reason for the brotherhood and the camaraderie. Because who gonna make sure our families are good if we don't? Who's gonna make sure of that? Should we put that responsibility in another man's hand? If I should be able to trust anybody, this should be my brother. I should be able to leave my wife around my brothers. I should be able to leave my children around my brothers. I should be able to. I should be able to leave money out around my brothers because I shouldn't have to worry about my brothers trying to take nothing from me. Because if my brother in need, he can ask. So he don't have to take. See, that's agency. That's agency. But see, I also understand that what affects our agency to one another is trauma. Black men can't get along because we done been through so much stuff. We done been through so much stuff. Me, myself, I done been through so much betrayal, man. So I understand what other brothers go through. I understand why when brothers get the bag, a lot of them just be like, yo, I'm gonna just go about my business. I'm not gonna reach back and help nobody. See, I understand why brothers do it. I understand. Because I come from a neighborhood where we kill each other. I was just telling my pops that. I was like, Dad, you got to understand. We come from a neighborhood where we kill each other. The outsiders don't kill us. The insiders allow the outsiders in to kill us. That's the kind of hood I come from. So the trauma is extra thick. It's multi-layered. You grow up with a dude your whole life. He'll want to kill you. Or guess what he'll do? He'll let somebody else kill you. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan in the building. Shout out to my brother, the Bishop. Salute. A-Game family is in the building. You see? So I understand what affects the agency. It's the fact that a lot of us brothers, we're sick, man. We're mentally sick because of what we've been through. What we've been through. See, now that I'm grown, I look back at certain things that I used to see when I was young. And I'm like, damn, I wasn't supposed to see that. And the reason why I could say I wasn't supposed to see that stuff is because I would never allow my sons to see it. I wasn't supposed to see that shit. Well, maybe I was supposed to. But that stuff does something to you. And it done something to all of us. And that's why brothers are they're reluctant to be on one accord with other brothers. I get it. Brothers want to hold on to the little bit that they have, so they stay away from other brothers. I get it. Especially when you grow up a have-not and you don't have nothing, and you got to work and struggle and grind to get the little bit that you have, you want to hold on to it. So you ain't going to let nobody around. You're not going to let nobody around. You're not going to allow nobody in. I get it. I get it. But you got to use your foresight, brother. How does that affect us as a group of men? You see? How does that affect us as a group of men? See, yeah, you can be on your rugged individualistic stuff. That's cool, because that's gonna work. But what does that does, or what does that do? How does that work for the next 5 generations of black men? Let's look at the success rate of the black men who done it on their own compared to the black men who had agency. Jay-Z didn't do it by himself. All those guys that you see on my thumbnail, they didn't do it by themselves. They didn't become who they are on their own. Jay-Z is connected to powerful men, and he put his brothers in position. Just like Byron Allen is connected, just like Wilt the Stilt. This is where you get the quote, your net worth is based on your network. The power of agency. I just spoke on this in a video where I broke down what happened between the Locks and Dipset in the versus battle and why they got embarrassed. They got embarrassed because from the time we knew of the Locks, they always what? Was about brotherhood. Those are my brothers. You heard what Jadakiss said on that stage. Those are my brothers. He said, I put the car on my back. Those are my brothers. Agency. They showed the power of agency, the power of camaraderie. And they came in the game promoting this, just like DS1. Just like DS1 Ross. I came in the game promoting brotherhood. I never came in the game promoting separation. And the ones who promoted separation and tried to cause division, oh yeah, I penalized them. I penalized them for it. So yeah. So yeah, the brothers who wanted to promote division, I got up on here and I chastised them. Like I feel like any brother should have. Because if we know that we are our own agency and this is about brotherhood, there's consequences when you violate other brothers. Trying to shut dudes' channels down, flagging dudes, doing all types of stuff like that. There should be some repercussions for it. I always came in this space promoting brotherhood. And I got around brothers who I saw that was promoting the same thing. And salute to them. I don't got no problem with them dudes. But I'm going to continue to promote what I've been promoting. Because I'm true to the cause. And that's what I'm going to always stay true to. Because that's what this is about. This is about agency. And that's why that is one of the main reasons why I'm in this space. See, because if we begin to understand the power of agency as Black men, guess what that would do? That will redefine our image. And when we're speaking on image, we're speaking on appearance value. See, the reason why appearance value is an internal value and not an external value is because, for instance, if there's 500,000 of Black Manosphere magazines going out all across the world, online and offline, do you know what those positive images will tell a Black boy over in Africa? Do you know what that'll tell a Black boy over in India or any other place in the world? Not only about themselves, but about us over here in America. Because our media tells them that we're savages, that we're demons. We on demon time. All we want to do is spin the block, spin the block. You see? So when we begin to show that agency, that ties into the second reason why I'm in this space, to help redefine or correct the image of Black men. And if we have our own publications to display that across the world, that will correct the image of Black men. And guess what else that would do? Because, as I said, it ties into number 4, appearance value. And why appearance value is an internal value is because if your Black son 25 years later could find a magazine where he sees his dad in there, what does that tell him about himself? Huh? What is that going to tell your nephew when he could go back and find his uncle in magazines from 25 years ago that still exist to today? Huh? What does that speak to that young man's motivation? Huh? That give Black boys something to be proud of. You see? Because right now, they proud of Little Dirk. Right now, they proud of Dirk. They proud of Chief Keef. What are you going to do about that, brother? How are we going to help correct the image of black men without our own media? Huh? What if we have generations of black men that can grow up off the Black Manosphere magazine the way we grew up on Jet and Ebony? Huh? The way we grew up on The Source and The Vibe and Dawn Diva. Why they can't grow up on the Black Manosphere magazine? See, because you know why you know why we looked at all those magazines, because it represented our culture. It represented our culture. That's why we looked at Dawn Diva, the Feds magazine. I don't want my sons looking up the drug dealers, killers, none of that. None of that. So guess what? If I can help there being publications that is beneficial to them and to their upliftment, why not be a part of that as a black man? If I say I stand on black male agency, why wouldn't I be in alignment with aiding in the correction of the black male's image? Why? See? See, because these young brothers are not going to start to do better until they feel better. Now, I know a lot of y'all in this space, when you start hearing about emotions, y'all start getting emotional for some reason. It's ironic that y'all get emotional when I bring up emotions, but that's another thing. That's a whole nother story, which actually proves my point. But these young brothers, they're not going to begin to stop spinning the block and being on demon time until they begin to feel better about themselves. You know what's going to help them feel better about themselves? A value system. A value system. Hey, Diva, I see you, girl. I see you, girl. A value system. That's what's going to make them feel better. When you address those internal 5 issues, that's when they're going to begin to feel better. Then they're going to second guess spinning the block. Because it's like, why am I spinning the block? I got to go to work in the morning. Why am I spinning the block? I'm about to go take a test to get my master's degree. I'm not coming outside with y'all. You see? You see? But these brothers, they don't feel that their education is important because they don't feel that they're important. How the hell you gonna convince this young boy to stay in school when he think two shits of himself? But we don't. But we don't need to. We don't need to address the emotional state of black men. We don't need to address that. But you wondering why he rather be outside breaking in cars than going to school. This is why in the 10 life value success system, education is an external value, not an internal one. If he don't feel good about himself, why the hell is he going to do his goddamn schoolwork? Mommy and daddy don't care about me. What am I being educated for? Don't nobody care about me. What do I need to know anything for? I need to know how to load this gun to protect myself. I don't need to know anything else because no one cares. You see, we have to correct that. We have to correct that. This is why I say we have to heal before we build. We have to let them brothers know. Listen, little bro, you know what you're going through? And see, a lot of these young brothers, they know. This is why you hear it in the music. This is why I did the stream about G Herbo and Meek Mill and how G Herbo got a whole album called PTSD, where he's speaking on his childhood traumas and how since he been going to counseling and things like that, he don't even look at his supposedly ops as ops no more. He don't even look at it like that no more. He understands the psychosis behind all of this now. You see? But how are we going to get them to straighten up if they don't feel better? How are we going to get them to go to school? How are we going to get them to go to trade school? Send them to trade school. Like they can't drop out of trade school. No, you got to address these internal 5 issues. You got to address that boy abandonment issues before you tell him to just go to trade school. You got to address his family issues. You got to address those issues. You got to address his mental health issues. It's a lot of brothers in this space who are mentally sick. And think because they hide behind a YouTube philosophy that we can't sense the mental illness. You see? See, this is the second reason why I'm in this space. To help correct the black man's image. How do we do that? By first letting brothers know, listen, bro, you got to value yourself. Here's a value system for you that will address all the issues that you have in your life. You see? Then after we give them a value system, we let them know, listen, don't forget who you are. Don't be confused and conflicted between what you should do as a man and what women should be doing. This is your nature. Don't get caught up in her nature. You see? Don't get caught up in what she doing. She gonna do what she gonna do. Remain who you are at all times. Understand who you are. If you don't, here you go, my brother. This is what you're supposed to be doing. This is your nature. Don't ever abandon your nature for culture. Don't ever abandon your nature for culture. See, because we understand that we're part of a culture now that doesn't want black men to be masculine. They don't want problem solvers. They don't want leadership. They don't want systems, order, and structure. You see, these things, these teachings is going to help black men correct their image. See, because after a man knows you got to have a value system, you got to value yourself, then he understands his nature. Then he understands what he's supposed to be doing as a man. Not running around goofing off and peacocking and doing all of that. No. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Provision, problem solving, protection, and procreation. Now, I know a lot of us brothers, when we hear what men are supposed to do from women, oh, you supposed to provide and protect, provide and protect, provide and protect. You supposed to provide and protect. But they're forgetting two other P's. They're forgetting the other two, which is problem solving and procreation. See, with these teachings, this will help correct the image of black men. See, so if we want to go to Paris like James Harden and Lil Baby, and we decide to spark up a little something, the police won't throw us in jail like a bunch of heathens just to make some goddamn news. See, because that's what that was about. They did that to make headlines over there in Paris. So they went and threw two prominent black men in jail for something that was an infraction. Threw them in jail just to make news. You know why they knew they could do that? Because of our image over here. Because of our image over here. They watch the videos. Oh, he's throwing up gang signs. They look at James Harden. Oh, he's throwing up gang signs. So when they come over there, they go, oh, you're a gangster. Come on, we're going to throw you in prison and make some money off you. You see? Because that's what the government do to the so-called gangsters. You see? That's what they do. This is why we have to correct our image. This is why we have to be each other's agency. This is why. Now, let's even look at the women. Look what happened to Oprah. I think she was in Germany, or she was somewhere. She was somewhere in Europe. And she tried to go in one of them stores, and they was like, you gotta go. You got to go. We don't care about none of that. You see? So those are the two reasons why DS1 is in this space and has been in this space. And I have the content to back it up. That's why. It is to, number one, help correct the image of Black men. And number two, to help Black men in need. Provide agency. How are you going to do this, DS1? This is how I'm going to do it. Through teachings, products, and services. That's how. What are your teachings? Go to my playlist section, click XLV series. Click XLV series. As you can see at the bottom of your screen, it says this channel is sponsored by A-Game. That is a product. That is a product. We have plenty of services available. There will be more coming shortly. This is why DS1 is in this space. This is why. Not to be buddy with everybody, and no. No. Once again, DS1 is in this space to help correct the image of Black men and to provide brothers with agency. How are you going to do this, DS1? Through teachings, products, and services. So anything that you see me promoting on this channel as a product, as a service, it is strictly to help Black men in need. And when brothers get on board with providing agency to one another, it will help correct the image of Black men. See, we have to begin to understand how to properly deal with a problem. And I'm going to show y'all this before I close it out. See, the 5P solution model is how we must go about things, brothers. We must first identify the problem. Identify the problem. And we did. We listed in the first issue of the magazine the 10 issues. Prepare. We must prepare. And a lot of us get caught up in this stage because a lot of us stay stuck here because we get emotionally caught up in things. To prepare in preparation of fixing this issue. Then you must develop a plan. Then you must take action. That is the pursuit. See, that is what we're doing here. That is what we're doing here. When we're teaching brothers about biocothyron, when we're teaching brothers the XLV, when we teaching brothers the 4 T's, when we teaching brothers the power of SOS, when we're teaching brothers how to vet women, that is taking the action. And then you have the perfection. That's when you sit back and you evaluate, okay, I've done this, I did this. Okay, next time I could have tightened up on this. Okay, I didn't really see this. See, brothers, we dealing with solutions over here, man. We dealing with solutions because what? It goes back to the nature of men. Not males, but men. Not males, but men. This is what we do. We problem solve. We problem solve. We take action. Yeah, we plan, but we take action. That's what this is about. It's not about nothing else. Me being in this space ain't about nothing else but what I just spoke about on today's show. So for anyone who need clarity, they can reference this stream on why DS1 is in this space. If you care or if you don't. But if you want to know why you hear DS1 when you hear the Black Manosphere come up, that's why. Because I've been here staying true to the cause from day one, which is helping Black men in need, which is providing agency, and to help redefine our image. And the way I was doing that and been doing that is through red pill teachings. Red pill teachings. So salute to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Shout out to my brother Rashawn, man. Salute. Salute, man. Shout out to Sir O in the building. Big Neff TV. Salute, Big Neff. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through. If you enjoyed the show, donate to the show. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV is where you can go. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV is where you can go. I appreciate all the love and the support. The Queen of Cheesecake, salute. Queen Q, salute. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Shout out to Sham God in the building. Salute, bro. Brian Randall, I appreciate you stopping through, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to Lack of Black in the building. I see ya. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Much love to everybody. I appreciate all the support. If you donated, I appreciate it. This is DS1 Ross of Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
This show is sponsored, and this channel is sponsored by A-Game, a male herbal solution. A male herbal solution. Fellas, get down in the description box and join this A-Game lifestyle. This is a lifestyle promoting optimal health for us men. It's a lifestyle that promotes optimal health for us men. It is for our energy. It is for our vitality. It is for our strength, and it is for our libido. Fellas, join this A-Game lifestyle simply by clicking the link in the description box, and at your checkout, type in the promo code SHEEP and the number 10. That's SHEEP and the number 10. Get a discount off on your purchase.